We made it through. It was a long year. It was a hard year. It was a challenging year. It was a frightening year. It was a painful year. Death, suffering, anxiety, loss, but we made it through. We are now at the end, at the beginning of the end. Why? Because we have a vaccine that can stop the virus. We have a vaccine which is the weapon that can win the war. We know that for a fact. Well, then why is it only the beginning of the end? Because we still have to get the vaccine, and President Biden, God bless him, has been doing a beautiful job on that, ramping up the amount of time that this nation will actually have enough production for the country. And then people have to take the vaccine. We have to get it, we have to administer it, but people have to come in to take it. Why is Javits symbolic of the end? This center is a mass vaccination center, runs 24 hours a day. This weekend, the Javits Center did more vaccinations than any place in the United States of America. That's what we're doing here at Javits. We're also doing vaccines at 48 houses of worship across the state. We're also announcing today another 10 new vaccination sites as the production from the federal government is increasing. So as we're getting more, we are ready to distribute more. But it has to be done fairly. It has to be done fairly. And we learned this lesson the hard way over the past year. COVID discriminated. 2 times as many blacks died as whites. 2 times as many blacks died as whites. Think about that. Black population had a higher infection rate. Black population had fewer COVID tests available. Black population had more comorbidities, more existing underlying conditions, because there's a disparate healthcare system in this nation, and there are healthcare deserts, and there are communities that are left behind, and those people did not have the same level of healthcare, and they fell prey to COVID at a higher rate. That is the God's honest truth before all these pastors and clergy members today. So when it comes to the vaccine, let's correct that injustice that COVID has brought to this nation and this world. When we do this vaccine, let's make sure it's available to everyone, and let's make sure everyone is coming forward to take it. Now, it is not currently being distributed or accepted fairly. New York City, 53% of the population is white. 57% of the people who have been vaccinated are white. 53% of the population, 57% of those vaccinated. Black population, 27% of the people in New York City are black. Only 18% of the people vaccinated. Only 18% of the people vaccinated. Hispanic, 28% of the population, only 20% vaccinated. Asian population, 16% of the population, 23% of those vaccinated. The white population, the Asian population are getting vaccinated at a higher rate than their population. The black population, Hispanic population at a lower rate. Well, why is the question? We are making the vaccine available on an equitable basis in community centers, in public housing projects, in houses of worship. geographically all throughout the state. There is a hesitancy problem in the black community. Now, they call it hesitancy. I don't like that word hesitancy because it's a baloney word, hesitancy. It's not hesitancy. Call it what it is. It's a lack of trust. It's a lack of trust. The black community is saying, I don't trust the system that says it is safe. The black community is saying, too many times we've been told to trust the system, and the trust was broken. The black community is saying, do you remember the Tuskegee experiment? And now you're asking me to take the vaccine. The black community is saying, well, the Trump administration said it's safe, but I don't believe the Trump administration when they said it was safe. By the way, I am saying I didn't accept the Trump administration when they said it was safe. But here are the facts. We didn't accept the federal approval. We then brought together the best healthcare minds in the state of New York. They all reviewed the vaccine. They all said it was safe. Number one. Number two, I have no agenda besides representing the people of the state of New York. That's what I do. I don't represent or work for the politicians in Albany. I work for the people of the state. I am telling you, I have gone through the research. 5 million people have taken this vaccine. It is safe. I'm telling you, my mother, I recommended the vaccine to. I'm telling you, I am recommending my daughters, when they're available, to take the vaccine. I'm telling you that the leading black medical professionals in this country say take the vaccine. And the pastors who are here today, who have no other possible agenda, no other possible reason to mislead the black population, say take the vaccine. Clergy, pastors who are here today, they only work for one person. They only have one boss. Their boss would not take kindly to them misleading their congregation. When they say it is safe to take the vaccine, it is safe to take the vaccine. We now have Johnson & Johnson. One dose, much faster, much easier, and it's going to ramp up production. We'll make it available. We're doing it in this site faster and better than any place in the nation. But we need people to come forward. And we need the black population to come forward. And we need the Hispanic community to come forward. They have to go first. We can't put the needle in your arm if you don't bring your arm forward. And that's what we're asking you to do today. This vaccine can save your life.